The room is quiet now, but your shadow still stays. The clock keeps ticking on the wall, but time feels frozen in this place. Your coffee cup is on the table, still turned the way you used to face. I tried to move the chair you sat in, but my hands just froze halfway, like touching it would break the silence where your laughter used to stay. Every little thing reminds me of the life we used to know. Now the air feels cold and empty in a home that won't let go. This is a song for what we lost, for all the dreams that couldn't stay, for every promise left in silence and every word we couldn't say. I tried to hold on to the light, but darkness slowly filled the cost. So if you hear me in the distance, it's just a song for what you lost. Your jacket's hanging by the doorway, like you're coming home tonight, but the hallway only answers with a lonely yellow light. I still hear you in the evenings, in the whispers of the rain, like your voice is softly calling through the echoes of my pain. Every street we walk together now just feels too wide and long, and the silence keeps on telling me you are where I belong. This is a song for what we lost, for all the dreams that couldn't stay, for every promise left in silence and every word we couldn't stay. I tried to hold on to the light, but darkness slowly filled the coast. So if you hear me in the distance, it's just a song for what we lost. If love could turn the heads of time, I'd make to your arms again, before the goodbye found our door, before the world came crashing in. The memories don't change the ending, and tears don't bring you home tonight. So I keep singing through the silence until the morning steals the night. This is a song for what we lost, for broken hearts that still remain, for every night I reach for you and only wake to empty pain. I try to learn to let you go, but love is stronger than the cost. So every note my heart is playing, it's just a song for what we lost. The song for what we lost. A song for what we lost. The night is colder than before, and and every shadow looks like you. There's a mirror in the hallway with a crack across my face. I barely recognize a stranger standing lonely in your place. Your picture's hanging by the window where the sunlight used to fall. Now the light just fades to darkness, like you never came at all. I still hear your quiet footsteps in the silence of the room, but the echo slowly fades away like flowers in a tomb. Every memory keeps calling through the walls inside my mind, but the past is just a prison where your love is locked in time. These cracked mirrors and memories are all that's left of you and me. Broken pieces on the floor of who we used to be. I try to gather every fragment, but they cut me when I try. Now every reflection whispers just another soft goodbye. Cracked mirrors and memories, that's all you left behind. There's a sweater on the sofa, still carrying your scent. I hold it like a lifeline to a love already spent. The rain taps on the window like it's begging me to sleep, but every dream just pulls me back to promises we couldn't keep. Your laughter used to fill the air like music in my chest. Now the quiet feels so heavy, like a stone upon my breath. Every street we walk together feels like walking through a ghost, and every place that held our love reminds me of what I lost. These cracked mirrors and memories, all that's left of you and me. Broken pieces on the floor of who we used to be. I try to gather every fragment, but they cut me when I try. Now every reflection whispers just another soft goodbye. Cracked mirrors and memories, that's all you left behind. If I could turn the night around, I'd run before the fall, before the silence filled the rooms, before we lost it all. But time just keeps on moving like a river in the dark, and every wave keeps pulling me farther from your heart. These cracked mirrors and memories still stare back at my soul. Pieces of a shattered love I'll never make whole. I try to close my eyes tonight, but your shadow still appears, living in the broken glass of all these lonely years. Cracked mirrors and memories, they never disappear. So I'll leave the mirror broken, let the fragments slowly fade, because some hearts stay shattered long after love has gone away. And if you ever think of me through the distance silence of the years. You'll find me in the silence. Ooh, cracked mirrors and memories. Stack mirrors and memories. Midnight on the clock again, but time stops somewhere in the past. I remember that September when the air turned cold and gray. You were sitting by the window, but your eyes were far away. You said nothing felt the same now, like a fire slowly died, and the warmth we built together had already said goodbye. I kept searching for the answer in the silence of your gaze, but your heart had left the room in that quiet, distant haze. I could feel the distance growing, like a shadow in the night. And the love we used to hold was slowly fading out of sight. It was the hour you changed, the moment your heart slipped away, when your voice turned cold and your words couldn't stay. I was reaching for your hand, but you were already gone. And the love that felt so endless didn't last that long. Now the clock keeps moving on, but my heart remains the same, still lost in the silence of the hours. There's a photograph beside me from a summer long ago, when your smile felt like forever and your eyes were all I knew. We were dancing in the sunlight with the ocean in the air, never knowing time was waiting for the moment you'd stop caring. Now the nights feel so much longer with the echo of your name, and the quiet keeps reminding me of the hour you changed. I still hear the words you whispered when you said we'd always last, but forever turned to a silence, just another fading past. It was the hour you changed, the moment your heart slipped away, when your voice turned cold and your words couldn't stay. I was reaching for your hand, but you were already gone. And the love that felt so endless didn't last that long. Now the talk keeps moving on, but my heart remains the same, still lost in the silence of the hour you changed. Some nights the silence speaks your name, and I pretend I don't hear it. I try to pack away the memories in a box beneath the bed. Every letter, every photograph, every word you ever said. But the moment that I closed it, I could feel it breaking through, like the ghost of something beautiful that still belongs to you. Your perfume in the hallway, your laughter in the rain. Little things I thought I'd bury keep returning with the pain. Everyone keeps telling me, but time will let you fade. But time just makes the emptiness feel heavier each day. There's just too much to forget. Too many nights, too many tears, too many quiet promises that followed us for years. I tried to walk away from you, but every road comes back again, and every memory reminds me how we were back then. There's just too much to forget. Too many pieces of my heart still holding on to everything that fell apart. The city feels so different since the night you said goodbye. Every street light looks like sorrow. Every sunset asks me why. I still hear your voice in echoes when the evening starts to fall, like a song that keeps on playing down an empty, lonely hall. I keep telling my reflection, and someday I'll be free, but the man inside the mirror still remembers you and me. Maybe love much love to regret. So I leave the memories open, like a book I cannot close, because some loves are forever, even after they're lost. Too much to forget. You didn't shatter my heart. You taught it how to break slowly. You spoke in quiet sentences, like rain against the glass, careful not to raise your voice while ending what we had. Your fingers traced the table, but never touched my hand, like love had already vanished before I could understand. Your eyes were full of distance, but your smile stayed polite, like you'd practiced leaving me 1,000 times that night. And I could feel the silence growing louder in the room, like a storm that didn't thunder, but still sealed our doom. You showed me the art of breaking softly, how to leave without a sound, how to turn forever into something fragile on the ground. You didn't scream or slam the door, you barely even cried. You just took the light between us and let it slowly die. Now I'm standing in the quiet where your love used to be, down in the art of breaking softly. The night was strangely peaceful as you gathered up your things, like the ending of a story no one ever wants to read. You said you hoped I'd find someone who could love me better still, but your words felt like a kindness that my broken heart could feel. The hallway light behind you turned your shadow into gray, and the last thing that I watched was your silhouette walk away. And the silence in the doorway felt heavier than stone, because gentle goodbyes can still break you to the bone. You showed me softly, how to leave without a sound, how to turn forever into something fragile on the ground. You didn't scream or slam the door, you barely even cried. You just took the light between us and let it slowly die. Now protect. You showed me the art of breaking softly, where the pain arrives in waves, where the tears fall slowly later in the lonely nights again. And every quiet memory still drifts across my mind, like fragile glass reflections of the love you left behind. Learning the art of breaking softly. Now the house is full of silence, and the night feels endlessly long, because sometimes the softest goodbye becomes the saddest song. Of breaking softly. You didn't shatter my heart. You taught it how to break slowly. You didn't shatter